Hello everyone, this is A.T.T.O.P.S on YouTube here, and I'm going to show you whether this one doing the Trapmaster hit toy, Tomy, and a new Plarail, the new custom spotlight. They wanted to do doing the Trackmaster custom spotlight before you need part 4 as or newest Thomas before you need my Trackmaster to custom spotlight. So let's get started then. Here is Thomas the Tank Engine. I did have a copy with Thomas, so they did could be a custom spotlight to part 1. And I did someone before with my Trapmaster Thomas for Busy Day set at the station. So I did these white Tomy couplings, but you know what happens there to be doing in my bed for Phil and Thomas crack some couplings. They need new couplings. I did super glue. It could be a red paint or a red nail polish. And also there are some black smoke box doing to fit in. It won't be doing that Thomas's body shell. And also with a red lining with a craft smart to paint. Also a yellow gold windows and could be like that. And also a tape on Thomas's cab. And also there are good detailing on number 1 on this side. And oh boy, they got so much better. So I did could be doing for May Thomas. I painted some white lining, expanded for Thomas, and I did supposed to be doing. So I made with my Thomas's face to put on the super glue, and finally he needed there for Thomas. Next we have Percy. I did some with Percy before I did anyone at the eBay. So I did could be another one, Trackmaster Percy. So I did could be with some body shell for Percy. So they did with Percy get a smoke box and some of their red lining to put on and black marker pistons. And also I got yellow dome to be with whistles and some of the red lining. And also with some yellow and black windshield. And I did suppose I painted before. Yellow and black windshield. And also have some black paint to a coal bunker. And some tape on number 6. And that was why I made doing Percy. I did screws with some Percy's face. So make it super glue and completely done with it. And also they did where I forgot about newest. I did that some by mistake a red paint splat all over doing so I can use not to be Percy. So scratches are a few with it, and Percy's got very same doing. And that was about it for with Percy. Next we have doing myself. Me with Grant the Tank Engine. Yeah, this is for me where it could be Grant the Tank Engine instead because of me. I did something with painted some scarlet red and also with black stripes. Also with some black smoke box and is his face because of me. So I did make before. Also, they wanted to do this red lining and some black buffers and white Tomy coupling is a good design to with because of me. And also with the black cap I'm supposed to be doing. And also I did some with a Tomy with Thomas line, so they did some red and some black, and also number 1 on his side. They look just like that to be on with Grant. because of me. Grant's only also his red lining and some black and some cap. Also some black coal. And also some black wheels to put on to make a doing. And also have the white lining to put on doing. And that was why I made it because of me. His paint jobs look very amazing. So I did could be test runs on the track, but actually good well. And also there's only one of them because they only tried to be a clay. I just the Scotch pie clay. And also there was supposed to be doing, and he's moved by then. Moving on. Next we have Trapmaster 2009 James. I did the Trackmaster 2009 James. I did some smoke box and some red lining, and that was why I made for James myself. Also a gray nail polisher, James's smoke box. Also the faces, I did super glue on it. And also they did could be doing for Trackmaster Custom Spotlight Part 1 to be was supposed to be out we looked before with James. And also we have some windshield to put on with just yellow and black windshield, just like Percy did. And he also has a windshield that's the size of James. And also they have, just I did where it could be before. And also another one of Trackmaster James, because this was could be a tender number 5. Also a black nail polish one is supposed to. And even some battery runs. But I did it could be James. Spend it over here to be doing that. And also there James and I did something. And I did some black wheels. And then also there are couplings. But I didn't know James switching on. He just stopped and kept moving. Because I have to know I told you to. It's because they are slowly a test run to be a stop and going there. Which is very comfortable stopping and movable. And also they did the word justice stopped, but batteries accept to be doing a holder. And that's why he made it doing myself. For James is still tested, still running. So what are your thoughts? May of James before you're doing so. There you go. Just have to do the best of test runs. Next, we have Gordon, the 2009 Gordon. Yeah, I did it. Was the same thing. Was the usual give it a brand new Gordon. Yeah, they did. Could be supposed to be boiler and also a red lining and gray. They're supposed to be a Gordon, yes. And also they are the extra. I did supposed with Gordon. So I have no idea of Gordon's smoke box and some blue with some smoke box. And also they're gray to be doing it. And also there's one of them doing the original Gordon. They did some of the customs. And they did supposed to say yellow cap with windshield, yellow and black cap were doing it. And also they're just the same thing. I did make this Gordon, and I did make the word just like that. You forgot about doing with Gordon. And also Gordon, I did super glue to put on. I just put it slowly in the nails, or with someone with knives, so I can dip where I could cut the Gordon's face. And they're also connecting, and it's supposed to be Gordon, and then boom. Connecting with Gordon and just a smoke box before then. Continue on. Next, we have Johnny as a Thomas and Friends character for All to Be Good. So I did Johnny for All to Be Good as a Thomas and Friends character. He is totally cool to make some of these characters that was doing for with the Plarail James. First, they have supposed to be redlining and some lamp for supposed to be my Trapmaster or headlamp. Also, a smoke box in yellow lining. And also, there some face is good condition for super glue for this Scotch Brite clay. Ridiculous. And also, there just yellow paint and also white stripes on him. And also, there just like gray paint or some gray nail polish. Also, yellow on to be put doing, and some with black, some with cap, just like doing though. And also did the sticker, did some replacement Tomy jeans because they were white lining to put on to make it yellow to make it work because of that doing. So I could paint it some coal to make that with Johnny. So anyone that does a question, I like to be Johnny because they were supposed to be doing it, but it wasn't an idea years ago for Plarail James, so I can doing myself. Give our newest post of Trackmaster 2009 James because they fit in just like that, and also yellow paint whistles, and also they're just like that. The only reason red, one of us it could be yellow. It's hard to be doing like Trackmaster Tomy Plarails, or there is so many times to be doing. Next, we have another doing with that before you may for Johnny said next. Continue on. Next, we have Daisy, the diesel rail car. Yeah, they were just as Daisy. I supposed to be for Trackmaster 3D print, so they did for eBay. Yeah, I did could be just like painted her gray on her sides, and gray is supposed to be tape on it, supposed to. Gray windows and some yellow lining, and also some Tomy with a Tomy with a supposed to be Boko, but they just Daisy. She asked having a new gray with faces, so I did somewhere with white eyes, and it's supposed to be. I did slowly, carefully black dots on her Daisy. So yeah, so I did. It's supposed to be white headlamp and some black line and some doing a red lining as supposed to be also a red buffer beam and some white buffer beam. And also with a Tomy coupling, and this is hard to be a bear. And also they did where it could be just like that to be a Daisy. So I did a black nail polish on her. And also some of them just wobbling to put on that, doing mess things up because I have a Daisy supposed to be doing, like myself. Also, it was supposed to be switching on for doing it with side motor, as with Daisy before. I just sticking on to tape and good remoter. And seems so hard to even tape that, expensive to be with Daisy. And before you know, next we have Stepney, the Bluebell engine for Trackmaster 2009 Stepney. Yeah, I did something with Stepney I just brought on eBay. They did similar with Stepney's body shell because they did before with it. Also, red lining supposed to on him. Also, they have just Stepney's face, so I did made doing also with a black nail polish of Stepney's funnels. And also have with a red silver Scotch pie clay with some Stepney's buffers. There's some red line with red Scotch could be doing. And also a red nail polish. And also white Tomy coupling. Avoid details on him. Also the yellow with supposed yellow nail polish. And also they would just put yellow nail polish for whistles. And some white cap on some tape. And also there was supposed to be a black cap. And also they were just put on to doing with it with Stepney. So yeah, and also with red piston sidewalls to be doing with him, he asked. But he asked it with it as a test run because they doing extra good. Also, they are doing super coupling inside. So I put on a towel to put on the super glue, not to dry to the batteries, and not doing the batteries are dead. So they are just, you can see. So they are just put right here, and they put some glues and make just doing it. And so they have to do it with Stepney. So they are put a towel to make a glue. And that's why I made doing it for a Stepney. So it's supposed to be on it. Moving on. Next, they have Trackmaster 2012 Hank. Yeah, I did it's supposed to be Hank since they're doing many years before. And also, he has got a painting with a silver gray to put on with this supposed to be painting, so I can't use a cut on it. It's some anchor to make pull over to Hank was supposed to be style, he asked. Also, there's some headlamp and some drill to put on, so some super glue to Tomy coupling. Also, a red nail polish because of the snowplow and white lining and some painted some blue and dark blue because with Hank. Also, I painted some dark blue to put on it with it's supposed to paint on, not to be same with white. And I did some white lining so we can use this Hank. Also with a gray wheel, so painting with that, just a thing or two. Also a red lining, so here. And also a yellow gold line with some bell. Also a yellow lining and red lining. Also they did yellow gray nail polish because of the whistle. Also I did painted some gray, painted, and also the tape on it because they need it supposed to. And also the gray nail polish headlamp, supposed they doing. And also there's some Tomy coupling, so they did just like that to made with Hank. Also some tender before needed some coal, so not to be used for someone to be doing. And also there was a test run with a motor to put on with Hank, not with some tender. And also with a red paint, or you just cut with a put on the paint. It didn't mean supposed to be on it. So if you don't believe me, the paint was supposed to be doing with that. And also there a test run to be sidewalks to make good. And also with test will be good. And also their runs with test run on Hank's on the track, very good. And also it has some gray on handrail because they did before, and you got this one, so I could do it. So there were Hank's face. I connected to put on Hank And boom. They look like a new Hank Law Trackmaster. Next, we have a final forms. A Trapmaster Plarail Connor. Yeah, I did something Connor. I just made with Connor because he only a few. I just made some tape on it. Also tape all over him. And also we have a yellow nail polish to make some yellow line and some yellow piston rods and make some good condition. And oh, excuse me, my hiccup's no good. And also, Plarail Connor, there's a tape on it. Connor's tender, it could be doing with it, and some Tomy couplings on him. Also, some black line and some doing with supposed to be black buffers to black nail polish. What I did, Connor, suppose I have a loss in the toolbox because I need screwdriver. Screwdriver is the best that I can do it so hard if I can use to make with Connor. After all, I made some Trackmaster for wheels to make them gray. Supposedly with Connor, supposedly he has to. Well, the easier is supposed to be gray. The easier as we expect doing with it. So they will just have to deal with it. We're going. Also, the test runs. They were good to be able to Plarail Connor as they're doing a setup to make sidewalks good. And I believe that's really it with a custom spotlight. And that's about it for the Trapmaster custom spotlight to make this a part 4. And next time we are going to get brand new Trapmaster to make this custom spotlight part 5. With coming soon on this doing that to see it to make a custom spotlight. I hope you enjoy to make that doing well. I hope you enjoy to make this custom spotlight. I'll see you later before you need the custom spotlight doing because of the doing before. See you all then.